Yo, what's up, everybody? What up, Husker? The forget what of the name. Shibs. What else we got here? C-Bonds. How we all doing? Welcome. Oh my god, I'm tired. Welcome on in. How we all doing? We're gonna do what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna do another We're gonna do another chat picks. We're gonna do another chat picks. Let's wait. We'll give it like a couple more minutes. And we'll start a run. But man, I like the chat pick stuff. I think that's pretty fun. The last time we did it, I had a lot of fun with it too. We had some pretty decent. I guess we had an okay build. We didn't get through tier 2. We almost did. What up, Death Donkey? Chuzu? Wait, did I get the stream at the beginning? You did. You did. Oh man, that's actually a cool daily, dude. This was the squad we ran. Was this the squad we ran last time? Yeah, it was. And we tried doing the Lich on the Paladin. So I haven't played this since Monday night. That was the last time I played this, was when we streamed this. Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll do a tier 2 standard run. Anything with Agent, Alien, or Cowboy is good. I like the Alien and Cowboy. I haven't used the Agent enough. But the goal is what we're going to do is we're just going to do a standard run. We're going to get, when we get to our first dude pick, we let chat pick, chat takes the vote, and then we go from there. And then yeah, that's what we'll do. Sorry, I had an interruption. Okay, let's just get started. We don't need to wait for anything. We'll do tier 2. We'll go tier 2. Yeah, tier 2. We're definitely not doing tier 3, at least not with a random. Last time we did tier 1 and we kind of cleared through I wouldn't say easily, but we cleared through it. I think the challenge here is going to be tier 2. So when we get to our first, oh yeah, we're fighting the teddy bears now. I forgot. When we get to the first pick, we'll let the people that are here decide how our build goes. So we're gonna get our first one right here. Agent with the glasses item is God tier. Okay, we got choices here. I don't know if we got the strongest choices here, but we got choices. Either way, we got to make it work. All right, which one? We got Knight Dude. We got Cleric. And then we got Bard. There's not a lot of people here yet, so this is your chance. You guys determine the fate of this build. So go ahead and vote. We got pretty much one of everything. No DPS, but we got a tank, we got a healer, and then we got a support. If we go, I think if we go Cleric first, I think we're gonna lose. I think if we go Bard first, we're gonna lose too. There's a real good shot we could lose if we get one of these other units, but who knows? Who knows? I have no idea how this will turn out. Knights. This could go a lot of ways. I have lost rounds at round 2 or 3 before. All right, it looks like the winner is going to be Cleric. Watch us lose right here. Watch us lose both our units. They're good because we're clumped up here. That worked out nice. They didn't get spread out. If they get spread out, sometimes that can be an issue. All right, let's do... I really like these two. Let's go with Ring of Shielding for now. How do we vote? I'll put it up. It should show up in your chat. Okay, here's the next one. Start a poll. Okay, which one? Okay, we got Ghost Dude. We got Electrician. And then we got Vampire. So this time we got another healer. We got a DPS type character. The electrician works pretty well with a cowboy or an alien if we can get them. Vampire dude's a pretty good support type healer because he gives everybody lifesteal. So D-Man, there should be, I don't know how it looks on your side, but there should be an option that pops up somewhere in your chat screen, I assume, to vote. So you can pick whatever you want. We do have a healer. I do think it's beneficial to have 2 healers in most of these runs, especially with tier 2. Right now it's neck and neck though between Ghost and Electrician. I'm gonna give this like 10 more seconds. It's pretty much back and forth. Back and forth. Vampire dude I think is out of it. Vampire dude's too far behind. Yeah, this keeps going back and forth. It's literally tied up. All right, next person I see. Someone vote Ghost. Someone vote Ghost or Electrician. Oh my gosh, this is so close. I keep seeing it tied up. Okay, I think Electrician wins. Let me see. Yep, Electrician takes it. If it was my personal choice, I probably would have went Ghost or Vampire. But Electrician it is. The Electrician will be good if we can get a unit that can move it around. That would be sweet. Because if we get this, the Electrician has this item Fuzzy Socks, where it gains a static charge for every 25 feet he travels. So if you get someone that can pull him across the map, that's an item to get. We'll see though. I mean, we're doing fine so far. Ghost and Frank might be the most OP healing combo I've tried. I do think the undead stuff is really good. I think the undead squad between the vampire, the ghost, and Franken, that's a really good like healer squad. Okay, oh gosh, this isn't very promising. All right, this one might be a little rough. This one might be a little rough. All right, we got Medic, arguably one of the worst healers in the game. Trooper, who I don't know, is maybe okay. And then we got Druid, who is arguably one of the worst DPS in the game. What up, Rakora? All right, votes up. This one, I don't feel like there's a solid choice here. Trooper and Druid for DPS, Medic for our second healer. I do think it's beneficial to get 2 healers, but we also, I don't know. Druid is just sometimes. And you guys are going to give me the Druid, huh? This looks like a runaway vote with the Druid. Yeah, this is Druid all the way. All right, Druid it is. I love 2 healer and Spartan. All right, let's get another Druid. Oh yeah, the star too. I wasn't even really thinking of the stars. To put a reroll option? Nope, no rerolls. That's the challenge here. There's no rerolls. I feel if we do rerolls, one, it would probably take too long because we would reroll a lot. And I think that would make it too easy. I feel like if we just rerolled, you know, then we'd kind of get stuck with the same squads all the time. That's just kind of how I think about it. So I think it... I'm a big disagree about the rerolls. I think we got to work with the squads that we get. If we reroll, then we'll just reroll until we get the god tier units every time. Right? I feel like that's how it would go. But with this time we get a bunch of random dudes and we just got to make it work. All right. This one we got some stronger ones. This one we got construction dude, who's a tanky type character. Mummy is an interesting one that I haven't really used a lot. And then finance is obviously a really good character for making money. I think these are pretty solid choices. We need a tank. We could, I don't know if we need another DPS, and finance is kind of a DPS support character. If you do a reroll, then it's just the first and that's it. So just one reroll. Yeah, we can maybe fit in like one reroll. But yeah, Blaze, I think if we allow rerolls, I think we just get a meta build every time. I think the fun part is trying to make a build work and see if we can get, because maybe sometimes we'll end up with like 4 healers or 3 tanks. They're gonna pick the black stars, maybe. This one is definitely a black star, so this is gonna be construction. We do need sort of a tank though. All right, then we'll get one more unit at the end and then we'll figure it out from there. The electrician dude gains attack power. All right, buy 1 item there. Yeah, I'm just afraid of having I'm just afraid if we allow rerolls all the time, you know, it'll just get to meta builds all the time. At least if we do it like this, we'll probably end up with a different squad almost every single time. Construction dude now throws an additional hammer, and his hammers have a 10% chance to stun. With that free one. I do think we are going to need another healer though. I don't know if the cleric can keep up with all the heals themselves. We'll have to see what the last one brings. Yeah, I think cleric's going to have a tough time healing. We're going to need a lot of clerics and a lot of cleric items. No tier 3, not for this. If we can beat tier 2 randomized, then maybe we'll move on to tier 3. I think we got to try to get through tier 2 first. If we can get a build through tier 2, then we can try tier 3 at one time. We're gonna put that on the cleric. There's not a lot of stuns in this game, that's true. Another cleric. Like I said, I think we're gonna need a lot of clerics unless we get a second healer. Oh yeah, a lot of units lost there. All right, we'll get one more cleric. Either I use a do juice. I either don't and then we do the easy fight, or I use a do juice and do the hard fight. Come on, don't lose another unit here. Okay, let's see who our last dude's gonna be. Who are we gonna get? Okay, there is another healer in here. Which one? All right, we got Mummy. We got Mummy again. Mummy showed up again. We got Medic, and then this time we also got the General. So the General is sort of a tanky-ish unit. He can do taunts. We'd probably have him taunt or have him command the construction dude for now. Medic dude would be a second healer. and then Mummy Dude for DPS. The more I use Explorer, the more I think he's a bad healer. I think he's pretty decent. I think Chef is the best healer from what I've played. I think Chef is the best. Explorer, I think what is tough about the Explorer is he only heals when you're like really low. And so if you have a lot of units low at one time, you know, you're going to lose a lot of units. Like you're going to have a bad time if I think he's good if he's a second healer. I don't know if he's good as the only healer. I think he's a good second healer. No, pair him with like a Chef or something. All right. Medic wins in a landslide, so there's our second healer. I might move Medic up if we get more medics. We're still losing units. Let's go with another construction dude. Let's do that healing. Mutant owns Explorer? I don't know. I don't know about the mutant. I've been torn on the mutant on where I'd put him. All right, we'll do that one. We'll go with a little bit more support early on. We'll use our lightning to get us through this with hopefully without losing a unit. Come on, we have 2 healers now. At this point, we'll just use the dude juice. This squad is not a very good early game squad here. All right, let's get another. Let's see. Every time the construction dude deals a total 250 damage, he makes it to his next lunch break and heals. All right. The wielder gains toughness and attack power. The wielder takes fatal damage. He fully heals. While the wielder is above HP, this benefits. Okay. Let's do this. We could do this for now, and we'll put that on construction dude. All right, we got to use the dude juice here. The medic definitely needs some attack damage. I might move him up. I might move him up to the very top, but I need more medics before I do that. I'm not going to move him up yet because I have way too many clerics. We're probably going to lose this. Yeah, dang. What a waste. I shouldn't have even done that. I knew we were going to lose that. Oh my goodness. This squad is rough, guys. We're going to need to turn this around. We just lost. We basically just lost $200 there. 200 something dollars. Another electrician. We're going to need to get the medic items too, where he can heal additional roster members. There's quite a few things we'll need to get. Chat is fired. I gotta be honest though, I don't think we were given really good choices. I don't think we can blame chat on this one. I don't think we can blame chat on this one. Okay, who keeps dying the most? I think we just had bad looks. I feel like we didn't get any of the top tier units here, really. Oh, there's Fuzzy Socks, but Not necessarily that great for this one, because we're not going to have anybody that can move him around. All right, I think we need to use another dew juice. The med papers, yeah, the you mean the medical license? If we can get that on a DPS, that would be super helpful. And you just keep losing units. Keep losing units, guys. I'm gonna have to start using items too here, I think. Usually if I have to use items this early, call it a day and restart. If you get ADHD, you should be okay. I haven't had power since Tuesday. Oh no. That's rough, Vinny. All right, let's do a... We'll do a construction dude and a medic dude. Oh wow, we just barely kept those guys up. Grab another druid. Yeah, I think we might have to look for... We got to do the extra support. We might need to stock up on items here a little bit earlier. I know it sucks, but I think we are going to have to spend a little bit more. I think we're going to have to spend more to get us in this. I don't think we can hold out for an invest. Let's see. If a medic dude gets hit, he survives, he heals. Okay, let's do that. I mean, I could just do the easier fights too, but I don't know. I want to see what we can do. I want to earn that money. Another druid. All right. Let's do attack speed either on the druid or the medic. I kind of feel like we should put it on the medic. That's not really the best one. It feels better on druid. What else do we have? Deflection and crit. Then evasion and speed. We'll go attack speed, deflection, and put that on the medic. Saving in my runs way too much. Yeah, it really depends. I mean, obviously the best strategy is to have a squad that's strong enough to where you can just save as much as you can and then do a full invest at when the investor comes. That's usually how you're going to have the best team. But, you know, when you have a squad like this, we can't sit on our money. We can't sit on our money. We need to get strong quicker, or else we're just going to lose all our units nonstop. All right, 1 and 1. I am too greedy. I purposely am not a fan of the whole investment strategy, but it is what works best. But yes, I like seeing the items I want, and then I'd be like, ooh, I'm gonna pick that up. I need that, you know? All dudes gain block chance. Managed to invest and got 40 KDUs and made it to wave 131. Holy cow. That's impressive. I haven't made it past 126 yet. Okay, what do we get back? There's a chance to apply temporary health. That'll be helpful. And then we get the static charge. Sometimes Onga, sometimes Gonga. What up, Merkaba? Dude, I love the caveman. The caveman has got to be the best character in the game. Your best was 145. Shut up. Is that even possible? Is that even possible? That's crazy. All right, we'll do the full invest at 1,000. Oh man. Go with another medic. So all the temporary health we're getting from this medic item is working out pretty nice. All right, we'll get another medic. All right, I'm gonna buy a dew juice because we don't have one, just in case. I don't really have any items here either. I guess there's nothing I can really do here besides use a dew juice at the end. I don't think we have anything that given crit yet. Oh, let's do the jobs ad. I like the universal healthcare, and I think we do need that. But I think getting the job ad. Oh, there's medical license. There's medical license. Okay, that's going on electrician. I feel like you really need that one. All right, so there's medical license. Nope. Oh, it's just a regular dude. Let's see if this helps. That should help. I gotta be honest, I don't know if I like that item. I don't know if I like medical license. It's so strong. Oh, he's actually not. He's still getting. He got out healed though by the medic. It's so crazy though that you can make one of your DPS the best healers in the game. Rakora, I've been seeing that build a lot. I have to do it one time. Like, you put the general above the pirate, you have the time traveler buff your pirate, and then you have the bard to buff them up, and then the chef to heal. I've seen that build get thrown around quite a lot. I did something. I did a general samurai build, which was, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, guys. We're still losing. Look how many units we lost, and I don't have anything. Oh man. All right, we have to buy, oh my gosh, we have to buy a dew juice. Let's buy that too. What up, Hardy? I love that whole idea though of the general just buffing one unit. You could probably make it work with a lot of different classes in the game. We lose fuzzy socks. That's okay though. We don't really use that much yet. Bees are going to be a problem. I probably won't fight the bees if they show up. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to do an easy fight here. This is, I can't believe how run over we're getting. I honestly thought getting medical license would be a difference for us. We might lose. We might actually lose this. There's nothing I can do. We've used all our items. This is gonna be, we're gonna need a massive recovery here. And this is why we don't do tier 3. This is why we don't do tier 3. Oh my goodness. We got 15 dudes. We got 15 dudes. Oh my god, we made it to round 48. Dang. All right, remember this squad, guys. This was officially one of our worst squads ever. Cleric dude, druid dude, medic dude, electrician, and construction. Oh boy. That was a big oof. All right, let's run it again. All right, tier 2. Last time we did tier 2, we made it to what's their name? We made it to the Killipede, but then we lost. Kind of want to see the Record build play out. I'll do a video for that eventually. I know, Husker, I do think we got 2 of the weakest healers here. And the Druid, I don't think the Druid is very good. I think we just had a lot of really weak units. All right, this one we got Agent Dude. We got Finance Dude. So we got 2 like kind of supporty type characters. And then we got Psionic, which is what tank character. I would say a pretty good tank. Honestly, I think all these characters are pretty good. I don't think any of these would be. I haven't really played a lot of the Agent Dude. Cleric is one of the worst. I think Cleric and Medic are the worst 2 healers. I think they're at the bottom. Agent OP. When he deals direct damage, he has a 15% chance to dash to a roster dude in danger. Any dude he dashes to becomes an asset for 8 seconds, gaining temporary health for 20% of his max HP. Finance is great though too. Honestly, I think all of them are good. I think Psionic's a really good tank. I think Deflection in this game is pretty good. Try Agent, he's great. Whoever chat votes for. This does look like it's going to be an Agent win though. I'll give it like 30 more seconds while I take a drink real quick. All right, Agent takes it, 50% of the vote. Okay, so when he deals direct damage, he has a 15% chance to dash to a roster dude in danger. Any dude he dashes to becomes an asset, gaining temporary health. All right, I guess we'll do this. early for that, but whatever. Okay. Okay, we got some more options here. Which one? All right, we got 2 DPSs. We got Viking. We got Mutant. And then we got Trooper Dude. Trooper Dude showed up last time. We passed on him. Mutant Dude has been getting mixed reactions for their healing. And then Viking Dude, I think, is somewhere in the middle. So we either get 1 DPS. Yeah, these guys are pretty much pure DPS characters. Or we get a healer. Mutant or Viking, because Trooper needs commitment. It looks like Mutant is clearly running away with it at 69%. Nice. All right. I think that's pretty much a lock. We'll go Mutant. Mutant it is. All right. So what is an asset? Does asset endanger he becomes an asset? Oh, okay. So asset doesn't actually have a term for it. Right, let's get our free dude juice. When a dude deflects, let's re-roll these. We don't want these that early. When a dude receives healing, he gains attack speed. Sure. Oh my goodness. There goes our 1 healer. We got to get our 1 healer back. We might have to. I wonder if we have to do some of the easier fights here. Assets are his target. Yeah. I get that part. But sometimes, like, you know, there's a term, like it'll have it'll like a thrall or something, you know, or an intern. All right, this time, which one? Okay, this time we got Bard for support. We got Franken for heals and tanks. And then we got Viking Dude again for DPS. So again, we got a good support character, we got a good healer tank type, and then another DPS unit. I'm pretty confident I know who will win this one. And it looks like I'm probably right. Franken at 67. 67. That looks kind of like a runaway. Oh no, a couple more in for Bar. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm gonna give it a second. No, I'm gonna give it a second. Bard is catching up. I'm gonna give this a second. Nope, now it's tied. Holy cow. What happened there? Franken was winning by like 6 votes, and then all of a sudden everybody came in and voted Bard. All right, I'm gonna give this like 10 seconds then. It's literally back and forth. Bard and Franken back and forth. Bard actually has taken the lead. Holy cow, I didn't see the code. I'm glad I gave that a I'm glad I gave that a few seconds. Okay. Any last votes? Otherwise, it looks like it's gonna be Bard. I'm gonna give it 3, 2, 1. We couldn't let his prediction be correct. Is that what it was? It was a spite pick. I thought for sure Franken Dude was gonna win, and it was dominating early. I think taking Bard Dude is gonna lose the game for us. I think taking Bard Dude is gonna lose the game for us. I'm gonna do the easier fight right now because we are down 2 units. Let's do another bard. I'm gonna keep doing the easier fights. I think we might have to do some of the easier fights here so we don't use up all our items. I know we're gonna lose a little bit of money, but it'll keep us in the game. Oh, there's the vault. Okay, I guess we're doing the vault again in hopes that once this agent gets back up, then we'll do the hard fight. Oh my gosh, even easy fights, we're losing a unit. What's a Viking do to y'all? All right. There's Viking again. Okay. Is this our... No, this isn't our last unit. Viking keeps showing up though. Every single time. All right, which one? We got Quantum, which is a healer. Viking again. Viking has pretty much showed up every single pick, which is actually kind of crazy considering the odds. And then we got Ninja for DPS. There's how many units in this game? There's like 50 some units. Quantum is one of the better healers in this game, that's for sure. We don't have a DPS unit though. So either way, this is gonna be our 4th unit. So either way, we're not gonna get a tank or we're not gonna get a DPS. Quantum best tank. Even heals. All right. So Quantum is running away with this one again. I'm going to give it a few seconds because I said that last time and look what happened. Also, what's up, Justin? All right, yeah, this is Quantum. All right, Quantum it is. Okay, our units. Oh, there's nukes. Yeah, I like the nuke. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the nuke. Let's get another agent, dude. All right, let's do the easy fight. I came for the chicks, but I'm just seeing a lot of dudes. It's a sausage fish in here, that's for sure. Another agent, dude. All right, let's do the temporary health. I like mana collector. Let's get our survivability going. And then in a few rounds, let's get another Quantum. Okay, let's go do the hard fight. Have you ever gone a build where the dudes have all the same bonus stats like evasion? Yeah, I kind of do that in one of my future videos. I do an evasive build. Get another Quantum, dude. All right, we did the restock last time. Unit dude gains toughness. An agent dude dashes, he gains stacking. We're gonna buff up our support for a little bit here. Anyone tried a ninja samurai cowboy build? I don't know. I haven't. Wonder if this is going to be one of those runs where we need to buy some items, buy a bunch of items right away too. La, 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 la. Banishes would be nice. I don't know. I like the ensemble mode. I don't think they should get rid of that. because I like the fact that, you know, if you want it to, ooh, Viking dude again. What is with Viking dude? This game definitely could use some banishes though, so we could banish Viking. All right, this is an interesting one. This one we got Cave Dude. Hold on. Okay, we got Cave Dude. We got Finance Dude. And then I can't believe, what are the odds? What are the odds of this? That Viking dude has shown up again. Viking has literally shown up like 6 times in a row. It's destiny. They're screwed. I originally thought Cave Dude would have ran away with this, but I get the Viking love. Get a lottery ticket. Oh, gosh. I figured it would. If Viking Dude didn't show up, I think Cave Dude would have ran away with this. I've barely used Viking. Look, I don't even. What is this item I haven't even gotten yet? Gains max HP. Berserk grants toughness. All right, so it looks like Viking Dude's gonna win. When the Viking Dude deals direct damage to an enemy, he has a 5% chance to go berserk, gaining attack speed and run speed. All right, we got Viking Dude. Viking Dude should go well with Bard. Attack. I think, does Bard have items for attack speed? Evasion. Stack. Attack power. Oh, attack speed right there. No. Bard dude gains attack speed. Does he not give attack speed to anybody? I guess not. All right, let's get another Viking dude. Take this one. What up, Nigel? Glad you can make it. You finally made it to a stream. Footballs. When a football burst has a chance to immediately grow. Just taking that one. All right, we should be good here. Nope. Jinxed it. Jinxed it. Come on, get those heals up. There we go. All right, let's do another quantum. Third dude gains crit. Taser. Oh, should we put Taser on Agent? Just Taser kind of seems like a decent Agent item. When he deals direct damage, he has a 15% chance to dash. So he's moving all around the map, healing everybody, and then for every 50 feet travels, he shocks nearby enemies. When the wielder deals attack damage, he has a chance equal to the target's missing HP to strike again. The wielder gains 10% crit chance and attack power, and can no longer be cleaved. Taser is great. Yeah, I assume we take Taser and we put... I don't have a star for this either, but... Ultimately, it only matters if we win. But yeah, we could get Taser and put that on our agent, because he's gonna be they're gonna be dashing around the map. We could do that. Shiv amazing for a lot of your guys. All right, well, what do we want? Taser, Shiv. Yeah, could go good on him. Does he win? Because his is based on dealing direct damage, so this gives him a chance to strike again. 50% chance to create a floof ball, so that would give him more opportunity. Every 4 times, yeah. So this would work well, because this basically would give them a chance to do a double attack. Taser. All right. We'll Taser on agent. We could use both. Fortunately, we don't get both. Oh man, do we want to try it? Doesn't matter how many units we lose, we just have to win. Yeah, we're gonna get this barely though. We got this. Has anyone defeated the GOAT under 15 seconds? No.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't played enough or even really attempted to try to do that. Oh, we could kind of... Oh, he teleports to the other side of the enemy. All dudes gain deflection. No, but I've heard... I think I've read that doing that whole time mage pirate build is a good way to do that, where you do the whole general on the pirate and then the time mage on the pirate doing all their anomaly bombs. I killed GOAT in like 5 seconds with general 1 lich time dudes. Yeah. All right, we could do evasion. The dude gets cleaved. All dudes gain deflection. Let's do deflection. We're doing okay-ish. I feel like we're doing better than our last run. I'm gonna do that one too. I'm just gonna buy both items. I think we're at a point to where we could use more items than save up. So I don't ever think about using items when I battle unless I'm dying. I try not to use items unless I absolutely have to. All right, every 5 seconds, the quantum dude grants evasion. Oh, we lose our nuke. That's actually probably a good one to lose, though. Let's switch. Our dude, we need to switch out. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Our dude gains attack speed. Okay, we'll do those. Because it doesn't matter, we're about to lose that item. My main priority is just no casualties. That's what I try to do. If I can get no casualties, you know, for the first, you know, 40-ish rounds, then you're probably in a really good spot. That's why I usually try to go heavy support in the beginning. Try to get healing items, damage mitigation, things like that. And we're even picking up a bunch of healers too, but we haven't really been able to keep up here again. I don't necessarily think this is a bad squad. I feel like we don't really have a good tanky taunting unit though, you know? Everyone's just kind of on their own. You know, we don't have that big bulky dude that's saying, get over here and start attacking me. I'll buy both of those. We just gotta make it, you know, make it a little further into the game until we can start stacking more items. And then after that, you know, we'll be okay. It's just the early game. The early game in this feels like the toughest. Oh, man. I feel like we just got a couple of evasion items. Every 5 seconds, the quantum dude grants evasion. We could like stack evasion here for a little bit. We can either go with decent evasion here, but that's only for the first 8 seconds. We could get some overhealing, which isn't bad, but I feel like that's only really good if we're actually overhealing our units. And then all dudes gain cleave for extra damage. So we got quite a few options here. It's more survival. Like I really do like the ring of shielding. And I mean, we do have 2 healers. So I think this could be a really good later game item. I don't know how good it is for right now though, because I don't think we're really getting a lot of overhealing. We're barely keeping our guys alive. So, I mean, I don't know. I would say it's between these two, but I'm not against the ring of shielding just because I do like it so much. If we do, oh, Darian, thank you so much for the subscription. The Goat Destroyer is time, 1 pirate, lich, general, chef, and bards. Yeah, I think that's the goat build that's going around. I've seen that one quite a lot with the 1 pirate mainly. I don't know if I've seen it much with the lich, but I see the time, pirate, general, chef, and bard. Could reroll. We could. All dudes gain toughness. Let's reroll again. All right, let's do the heal. I'm glad you said that because for some reason I had the mindset of no rerolls. That ended up being a much better item to get to. Feels an additional unit. Evasion, cleave, attack speed. Let's do attack speed on Viking dude, I think.
Oh, yummy.
Since we picked them, let's at least try to utilize their DPS. I think these items where you can get additional healing ones are super good too. I discovered Lich accidentally, was trying for Pirate for the run, but Lich was the best I had to pick from and it worked out. I only have ever really used the Lich one time, We did it actually. I think really the only time I used the Lich was we did it in a build on one of our streams. It might have even been last week. Oh, that was a yo, that one meant someone subscribed to my Twitch channel. Who's subscribing to my Twitch channel? Thanks for subscribing to my Twitch channel, or following, I should say, following my Twitch channel. Nobody out there should subscribe to my Twitch channel. I don't stream on there, so don't ever sub to my Twitch channel. If you want to follow it, go ahead. But I don't ever use Twitch anymore. So why only Lich Pirate? Because what you do is the general has his buff is like an infinite stacking. So if you have 50 generals, they all buff that one unit. So basically your one unit is going to get, you know, like 5,000 DPS, because the buffs from the general all stack on the same unit. And since you're only putting it on one unit, it's basically gaining a stack for every single general you have. And then the pirate gets damage for extra evasion, and that extra damage gets transferred to the anomaly bomb, and then the anomaly bomb does huge massive explosions. So that's kind of the theory, or not theory, the mechanics behind that. So it ends up being like a crazy amount of DPS. I haven't tried it. Honestly, I haven't even seen it. I'm in the Discord, you know, I'm in the How Many Dudes Discord, and between everybody commenting on it and just everybody talking about it, I want to see this played out. I'm going to record something for it this weekend. So I'll definitely do something for that. All right, we'll do the full invest at 1,300. This is starting to look okay. We're starting to not die, at least. Pass up on those. Oh my gosh. All right, we'll just, at this point, we'll just use the dude juice. Let's get a, all dudes gain evasion when it do taunts. We don't have any. All right, let's do this one. Wielder gains attack power and 1% multiplied by the difference. I don't really know if we're gonna have much there. The wielder takes fatal damage. We could use this one to keep some of our units alive. I don't think we have. Does this guy build off a crit at all? I feel like this guy's not really a crit character. We're not really gonna have, like, none of these are crit characters, right? Means cleave, crit chance, flexion, asset. Yeah, I don't think anybody's really built on crit. The fedora. So speaking of our previous build, this is the item you want to get too. You want to get the fedora and put that on the pirate. For whatever your one unit is, because, you know, essentially you're only going to have one pirate, but then you're going to have, you know, like 30-ish generals. So you're gonna get some insane attack power and HP multipliers on there. So the fedora is a really good item to get. It's not, I don't really think it's gonna work with our build because for the most part, we're gonna keep these units like relatively even. Chance to crit, toughness and attack power, but loses run speed. The wielder heals any target. He has a chance equal to his crit chance. We're getting, I feel like we're getting a lot of crit items here. Let's take Jersey. I'm gonna put that on Quantum Dude for now. Just to kind of keep them up. Yeah, Death Donkey. That's the that's the item to get right there. Or medical license again. If you get medical license, you know they're gonna be your best healer. But yeah, the fedora works incredibly well on them in that build. Jersey is always the answer. Well, good thing I picked it then. All right, let's do that. This is, what round did we lose last time? What round did we lose last time? It was somewhere in the 40s. Yikes. This is what happens when we don't have like taunting units. When we have a team of full-on squishies, we're gonna need, like, look how low these guys' HPs are. 143, 133, 128, 144, 156. We're just gonna be so freaking squishy. We're gonna need some HP items here soon too, probably. We took one in the beginning. When any roster who takes fatal damage, he has a chance to absorb. Okay, let's do that. Absorb those echo dudes. But yeah, if you want to see something specific, let me know. Because I'm gonna record, you know, because I record on the weekends. That's what I do now. So I'm gonna record, you know, probably 6 or 7 how many dude videos this weekend. I'm definitely gonna do the pirate one. That's pretty much a top priority. The pirate general time mage. That's gonna be one of the first things I do. I have a few runs I'm gonna do too for the other ones. I still kind of want to do family builds too. You know, all undead, all action, whatever. Ooh, there's our first nuke. I think as long as we don't fight enemies that can one-shot us, I think we're okay. Fights with the gorillas and stuff, those will be kind of tough. As long as we don't get one-shotted. Do the full. The agent's gonna be kind of our oh shit character. Is this tier 2? Yeah, this is tier 2. If you just jumped in, E-Man, we're doing basically chat picks. So we don't get any rerolls. We take whatever first 3 units that are shown to us, we have to pick from, and we have to do a build, and we have to make it work. And do the ritual dagger. If we can beat tier 2, then the next time we do this, we'll jump up to tier 3 and see if we can move on to tier 3 and get a tier 3 random build going. We cleared tier 1 a couple days ago. That wasn't too hard, but we're 0-2 so far for tier 2. So we're gonna kind of do a tier 1 to tier 3 challenge. Chat set you up. Sometimes it's whatever. I mean, I wouldn't say this is not a build that I would obviously ever really pick. But between the units that we were given, I think we pretty much picked the best units that were available to us. Okay, we're gonna do a couple here. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll invest the rest. But I do agree with most of chat's picks on this one. Outside of Viking, I would have went Cave Dude. That's really probably out of all the ones we did get, you know. Oh, Agent Dude, I probably would have picked Psionic Dude. All right, there's a few different ones I would have done here. Okay. Can now stack additional times, and then the Quantum Dude entangles himself to summon it, and they all gain 10 regeneration. The gorilla is going to be hopefully, although we do have the Agent Dude being able to heal. No synergy at all. Nope. That's how most of these runs are probably going to go. We're probably going to not have a lot of synergy. But we're not allowed to use rerolls, and we just gotta take what's given to us, you know? Tier 3 will be... I think we can get through tier 2 by having a build that doesn't synergize. I think as long as we can sort of get through the early game, get all our items, I think we can maybe make it through tier 2. I honestly don't know if this squad will, though, because this squad's gonna be really, really squishy. Tier 3 is going to be, I think tier 3 is going to be really tough though. What up, Chris? Just tried the Goat Destroyer build, died around 25. I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of what units you get, and it's really depending on the relics too. So even if you do have a good squad in the beginning, if you're getting bad items, the diss track, copies 30% of the damage dealt to its wielder and stores it. This track is pretty good too. The wielder lands a crit. Part of me wants to get medical license though. Yeah, like I really want. Oh, every 2 seconds the wielder grants temporary health. No, that's not good because we don't have. Wielder strikes the 4 nearest enemies. Baseball bat could be okay for him. Take a drink whenever he says squishy. Is that a drinking game rule? Baseball bat could be okay with him, but then we lose medical license on him. But when he deals direct damage to an enemy, he has a chance to go berserk. This one, every 3 seconds, the wielder strikes nearest 4 enemies, dealing direct damage. So this will give him way more opportunities to go berserk. Kind of works with him too. So basically, every time he swings the bat, he'll play a song. So it works. It works pretty well for these two guys. But I think we'll take the baseball bat. It's just a matter of who we want to put it on. Just do we want better? Do we want to get him into? You can only pick the left or right. Let's get through this first. I do like that challenge. That honestly could be. I wonder if that would be too hard. Because, you know, that would be really tough, I think. That would be really tough. That would be fun to try though. We'll eventually do it someday. But for right now it's definitely, let's do tier 1 or tier 2 with actually being able to somewhat have some decisions. Our dude plays a song that inspires 4 random dudes, granting attack power and run speed. So basically, baseball bat would stack this every time. Let's do that on our dude. Yeah, let's try it. We got nothing to lose but money.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Job ad is amazing early game. Definitely one of the best items to get early game. Same with something like the vault. If you can get one of those early game, those are great. We need to get universal healthcare too. Again, something to give our guys a little bit more HP. I was gonna say, I wonder if the bards are top DPS. Pretty close. Honestly, they're all doing pretty even here. Oh, let's do this one. All right, then who do we want to put that on for now? No one's really great on HP. Maybe I put it on Quantum Dude though. I don't know. We'll see who starts dying the most. I love job ad though. Those are the type of items that I love in this game. Like the vault too. I love it where it just gives you just some really fun RNG to play with. Oh, speaking of vault, we're gonna lose that. This one's questionable. I mean, we would need it to hit probably 3 times for it to be worth it. So probably. Any plans to revisit Vampire Hunters? Probably not, because I honestly don't even remember what game that was. Which one was Vampire Hunters? Was that the first person? Yeah, the first person game, huh? Yeah, with all the guns. Probably not. Probably not. I did enjoy that game though. But there's just at some point there's just too many games to play. And the only games that really stick on the channel are games that just have like a huge, that really bolster up that get like a ton of views and brings a lot of people in, like How Many Dudes, Deep Rock Galactic Survivors. You know, other than that, most games have kind of like a 1 or 2 week lifespan if they're lucky. Have you played Tiny Rogues yet? I have. Did I do a video for it though? That's the question. I'm gonna look that up too. Tiny Rogues. I did do a video for it 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I did a video for Tiny Rogues. Let's get another bard. All right, we'll do, well, since we just got a bard dude, we'll do one of the other ones. I've probably honestly played a majority of the roguelike games in the last like 3 years, you know? Have I done videos for all of them? I don't know. Probably not, but I've done a lot. I think I have almost how many videos do I have? I almost have like 3,000 videos. Granted, like 600 of them are Deep Rock Galactic, but still a lot of like other games out there. Yeah, most games on the channel get one video. If it gets a few thousand views, you know, it might get a second or third. And then games like you know, games like How Many Dudes, that'll become like a regular series. I'm gonna do this one. I know we don't have crit, but I want to get the HP. And I'm going to put that on... Is Mutant Dude based off DPS? 100% of his attack power. Alright, let's do Quantum Dude. Yeah, I think dudes, I think I could probably easily get a month out of dudes. There's definitely enough content in this game too to where I can make it last a really long time if it keeps going. You know, because that's how Deep Rock Galactic worked, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. And that's why I have like 500 or 600 videos up for that game, because people kept watching them. It didn't matter if I did repeat builds, you know, people kept watching them. So there's so much content you could do for this game. You could do pretty much a video that focuses on every single unit, like a Viking build, a Bard build, where you just get as many of those as you can. And then obviously all the different synergies and stuff you can do with that. So, I mean, I could easily get 100 videos out of this if people care enough to watch 100 videos. Yeah, I think this game's getting a lot of hype. There's a lot of really big content creators playing this game right now too. So this game's super popular right now, that's for sure. I don't even think we have. Do we even have anything that can taunt? We're gonna buy. I know we're gonna buy quite a few things here. All right, we'll just buy that and then we'll invest the rest. Yeah, this game has a lot of hype behind it. Like I said, a lot of really big content creators are playing this on not quite the daily, but quite a lot, you know. Quite a few big people putting out videos for this pretty consistently. And then, you know, they've kind of already said there's going to be an update coming out in I think a couple months where they're going to add new dudes. So we already know that's coming. So as long as if they keep updating this game's going to have a really long lifespan. Oh, that nuke is going to be perfect. And no clue that the thumbnail in question was for tonight's live. Yep. That's what it was for. That was definitely not a huge invest there, but it is what it is. What up, Duck? Loop Bound's a fun one. I don't know if I'm going to get to Loop Bound. They're adding more dudes? Yes. Bananas, they have already announced that they're going to add more dudes. So 1.1 is going to come out. They said a couple months though, I think. So, you know, I wouldn't expect anything until like October, somewhere around then, maybe November. Loop Bound though, Loop Bound just came out, right? I feel like that's gonna be one of those games that unfortunately gets left behind for me. We're gonna lose a lot of units here, I think. Oh my gosh, yes, keep all this temporarily healing. Hope you'll be on for another hour. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. We're gonna, as soon as we win this run, probably gonna jump off because I won't have time to do it. I don't have time to do another run after this one. Tomorrow for actual release was playing the demo. Oh, okay. Here's another HP item. Okay, we're gonna do bad credit. We're gonna put that on mutant, dude. Then we're gonna try to save medical license. Try to save medical license for this guy. How much damage did that end up doing? Not a lot. Go Bard, dude. Yeah, I'm excited for new dudes. I think that's a good time too. I think, you know, let people sit with the dudes that are in the game now for a while. And then, you know, in a month or two, drop some more. You know, if they can like update this game, you know, every 2 months with another set of, I don't know. I don't know how many dudes they're planning on dropping each update, but you know, if they can drop a few different dudes, I don't know if they would do like a whole family every time. No, a whole family seems like way too much. Or like they could do like a whole row of like 7 units. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. You think they would do that? You think they could do a full family every single time? Game I recently got hooked on is Corsair Cove. Pirate themed city builder. It's hard for me to say. I don't play city builders. I love watching them though. I would always watch city builders on Twitch. They're very relaxing to watch, you know. I would always put them on background while I was working during COVID years. The beaver building game was a popular one at that time. I watched a lot of that one. Oh my gosh, the 2 additional ones, thank you. Oh yeah, they could do holiday dudes. That's a... Yeah, if they did in October... I wonder, yeah, they could do theme stuff. Oh man. Like scary dudes around Halloween. And then, you know, like Christmas dudes or something. Santa dude in December. Cupid dude in February. If there's anybody that can mod it, it's you, Justin. Justin is now officially the smartest person I know. I will say, well, if it wasn't obvious, this build is 100 times better than the last build we did. I still don't know if this is gonna get it done though. Just take a drink, Justin, but I think we're too squishy. I think we're gonna be too squishy. You must not know many people. That's true too. I won't lie about that. That's pretty true too. Anything that's going to increase our HP. That's what we need. I wonder if I could set that up, Banana. I wonder if I could set up a Q&A with the devs to come to a stream one day. I could ask. That would be fun. How much have we gotten off the vault so far? 1,600? Rich. Not that rich, though. There we go. 6 units. Oh, see? Just one bar, dead, one hit. Luckily, we didn't lose more. That was as soon as I bought this item too. I was like, oh, we're not losing dudes. Let's get this. Bam, there goes the unit. All right, let's see. We need to start getting some more items here. Did I have enough to get one more? We did. Get that one. Okay, we definitely didn't get... See, this is the problem with having bad investments. Look how many items we're missing. Definitely didn't have a very good investment strategy this run. But part of me thinks that we had to. Holy cow. Look at that one. Look at that one. Strife. I'm just staring at that super chat. Big W for Strife. Thank you so much, Strife. Thank you for the dono. Super appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's a great super chat too. What a weird sticker. Whoever designs these definitely has an imagination, but that's pretty cool. Thank you, Strife. Much, much, much appreciated. Thank you. That one is worthy of the price amount. All right, let's get another agent, dude. Berserk now grants 100% cleave and lasts 2 seconds longer. And then regeneration with floof balls. I just like saying floof balls. All right, do we need to use one of these? No. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. I don't know if we're gonna win. I don't know if we're gonna win. I feel this is very questionable. Once we get going though, once we get all that temporary health stacked up though, you know, I think we could really use that item that gives us 1.5 seconds extra time. I'm gonna do this one because we did take a crit item earlier. One more game for Strife. I can't. I would love to. There's no way, because I have to be off by like a little after 7, because I have family commitments. There's no way I could do another game. Let's do the evasion item. Oh, there's medical license. Not even thinking about it. Medical license on. Wow, what a clutch item to get there right at the end. Because we do have, did we get the Ring of Shielding? We did. So all overhealing gets into a temporary health, which pairs well with this. Let's go agent, dude. Usually 2 runs is like the perfect amount of time. Family is important and priority. Thank you, Strife. We have this is a little family tradition. We've been watching, you know, the show Big Brother. You guys know the show Big Brother? So Big Brother is a show that my wife and I have been watching together for like 15 or 20 years. You know, pretty much kind of since the beginning of when Big Brother started, we've been watching it. And within the last like 2 years, the last 2 or 3 years, my kids started watching it with us. So, you know, that's our family bonding time. Big Brother is still on. It is still on. It is. They're on like their 30th season or something. Somewhere around there. But yeah, we watch every season. We watch every season. So like I said, my wife and I started out watching it. We watched it together, you know, like for 20 plus years. And recently my kids are old enough now where they started watching it like 2 years ago, and for whatever reason they got really into it. So now they watch it with us. So now that's like our family bonding time, you know? So that's what we're gonna do. Big Brother's on tonight. So as soon as I get off this, we're gonna watch it. My daughter has a bedtime a little after 8 o'clock. So that's why I gotta be done by like a little after 7. So she can watch it before she has to go to bed for school. Send Haley to the time capsule. Banana nose, I love that. Yeah, Haley has no idea what a couple rough weeks are. Oh my gosh, I love it. Last night's episode was super good too. I'm excited to see what happens tonight for eviction. I'm glad to know we got a few Big Brother fans in here though. That's cool. Because I love Big Brother. It's the only reality TV show I watch. I don't really like reality TV show, but Big Brother's just been ingrained in my brain for so long that I just love it, you know? I used to watch, back in the day, I used to watch like Real World and Road Rules. And then we used to watch The Challenge when that kind of merged into that. But yeah, right now it's really only Big Brother. Sometimes we'll watch Survivor. Geez, kids go to school earlier than ever. Or kids go to, yeah. Well, my kids are on sort of they get like a couple of weeks off. They get extra weeks off during the year. So they get a shorter summer break. They get like an extra week for Thanksgiving. They get ski week off. They get an extra week for spring break. So yeah, they actually started school last week. All right, then let's buy dew juices because this is... All right, this is the goat. Me and the lady just started watching Stuart Fails. Oh, I saw that. I've been wanting to watch that. What is that on? Is that on Prime or HBO? Which one is that on? I remember seeing it. Only 3 episodes out now. Sadly, 1 release. Duck. I'm a firm believer in the 1 episode a week. HBO Max. Okay. I remember seeing it. Okay, this is a good sign. This is a good sign. We only lost 3 units. Hopefully, we're only going to lose 3 units. Okay. I can't deal with weekly. No, I love weekly content. I love it so much. I would much rather have weekly than all this. Put all the episodes out at once. At least for certain shows. At least for certain shows. Game of Thrones, if they put that out every episode at once, I think that would kill that show. You know how hard it was to avoid Stranger Things spoilers because every episode gets thrown out at one time? You know how hard it is to avoid spoilers? It's like nearly impossible. I can't binge stuff. I can't binge shows right now. I work, I come home, I do YouTube. I can't binge stuff. Like when they release Stranger Things on a random fuck Thursday, I can't watch it. Some shows I'm fine with, like some shows I'm cool with them just putting them all out at once. If it's not like a huge show, cool, put it all out at once. But a show like Stranger Things, I think that needs to be a weekly release. If you're just gonna drop Futurama on Hulu, put them all out at once. But they do that weekly too. But even, Last of Us, weekly content. Give that to me weekly. Don't put it all out at once because it's going to get spoiled for me. You wouldn't believe, if you guys have been around long enough and watch, I talk about it probably like every 2 months in a random video. I'll just have a rant about how I hate binge watching shows. Because could you imagine like Game of Thrones? Could you imagine if they dropped Game of Thrones all at once? That would have lost, I think that would have lost so much appeal to it. The fact that it was weekly content and you could literally have that water cooler talk about it. You know? That's why big shows like Stranger Things need it to be weekly. Because there's no discussions to be had, you know? I liked going on the forums, message boards, Sunday night, and reading what everybody thought about Game of Thrones. I can't do that with a show they drop all at once. You know? I watched the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones in less than a week. Yeah, we've been probably taking too many quantum dudes, to be honest. Let's see. Who do we want to put these on? Deflection, attack power, toughness, max HP. Let's do that on Vikings. Oh no, we can't. All right. Bard dude. Yeah, look at that. Bard dude's gonna get max crit. Still haven't seen a single episode. Oh my god. Same. Game of Thrones. I know it's Game of Thrones felt like almost like a once in a lifetime type of show. Lost was almost like that. I feel like Lost was probably the closest thing to Game of Thrones. But yeah, Game of Thrones there was nothing. I don't think there's ever been a show as big as Game of Thrones. I know it fell off hard the last couple seasons, and I fully agree that the show kind of turned to shit. But, you know, the first like 5 or 6 seasons were just insane. I've read all the books. I read all the books too, Nigel. So what I did was I watched season 1 of Game of Thrones, and then I had to go read the books. So I went out and bought all the books, and I read them all within like a few months. I've never done that in my life. I don't read books. I know that's not something to brag about. I don't read books. I'll read comic books, but I don't know. I never really got into reading. I'm more of like a visual, what do you want to call it? Like, I enjoy the visual experience better, like the music, the scenery. I like that kind of stuff. So I've always been into video games, movies, and TV shows. But as soon as I finished season 1, I went out and bought all the books and I read the whole series in like a couple months, and I couldn't stop. I was so enthralled with the books. It was great. And then I went pretty heavily into the Game of Thrones fandom. I bought a bunch of, souvenir stuff. But the way they ended it, it just left a sour taste in my mouth. And it's crazy how quickly that show went to being so prevalent to just being forgotten. I have an app that reads books to me. See, that's the smart thing to do. That actually wouldn't be a bad thing to do, like at work, What house you rep? I like Stark. But the thing is, no spoilers, but I think the Stark house, I don't know. The Stark house kind of sucked at the end. Targaryen is definitely the coolest, though. Yeah, Stranger Things didn't either. I think the problem with Stranger Things 2 is I don't think it helped that they waited like 4 years between seasons sometimes. They waited too long for that show to keep going. All right, let's see. Are we gonna get this done? All right, we're at the Killipede. Lannister. To be honest, like every family had its perks, There was like Baratheon was actually a cool family too. I like the Baratheons. I like the Starks. I like the Targaryens. I like the Lannisters. I liked a lot of the families. But we're watching, obviously we're watching, no spoilers, because we're not actually caught up, but we're watching House of Targaryen now. And that show's pretty good. It's not as good as Game of Thrones, but it's pretty good. But we're a little bit behind on that one. Look at this, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do tier 2 with this build. Yeah, tier 2 complete, guys. We did it. We actually crushed it, too. We're only going to lose a handful of units here. I was super questionable about this. I think a lot of the items we stocked up at the end got it done. Let's go. Tier 2 complete with our random build. Next time we do this, we'll move on to tier 3. Let's go. How many gold stars is that? Not enough. That wasn't a lot of gold stars. A run that actually survives Killipede. Yeah, and it was super... like, it was a super random build, too. All right, we'll keep going until we lose, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, shit. Oh, no, that was okay. We got back up there. Isn't tier 2 harder than tier 3? No, tier 3 is harder. Oh, or do you mean the boss? Tier 2 is harder though, or tier 3 is harder. Let's do Viking dude. Yeah, I mean, we got it done. I'll take the W. Big Bard's prevalent? I think they are now. Or no, it's between them or Vikings. Oh, now they are. Yep, now they're officially the prevalent one. I was trying to do that. Yeah, so they caught up. They're past quantum dudes now. Although we did put medical license on the Vikings, but who cares? Can only pick right side now. Not yet, banana. Not yet, bananas. We gotta do tier 3. That's the next objective. You have to do tier 3 runs with random dudes that chat picks. Then we can start doing other challenge runs like left side only, right side only. Or we'll just do whatever God tier builds, chat picks the build, whatever. I'm gonna take the Paddock helmet. We're missing so many items right now. Take the 1.5 seconds. Seven? I already forgot what we were talking about. What does seven mean? I already forgot. Achievement build runs? Yeah, is there a list of the achievements? I'm sure there is somewhere. We could definitely achievement hunt. There's a nuke. Time you wanted to wrap it up. It's okay. I can go a little after 7 because we're recording it. But yeah, thank you. Because we record it. So it's actually good if we go to like 7:15 because then we can fast forward through all the commercials. So we can finish our endless run. But yes, appreciate the call out. Because we usually start at around 7:15 anyways. Do y'all watch the live cams? No. We don't get that hard into it, no. We just watch the shows. What I'm hearing is game 3. Oh. No game 3s. If it was the weekend, sure. But I also have to get up at 6 o'clock tomorrow. More bar dudes. All right, we'll use another one. We gotta slow it down a little bit here too. Shit, see, that's why. Putting the stored damage on these guys, I think, was working out pretty well too. All right, we can speed it up now. I wish we would have got the potion item though. I do need to start getting those items a little bit more. This was kind of a bad run though, because we didn't do a very good job investing. So we missed out on a lot of items, but I do like when I can get these items. Yeah, Angela, I'll be honest, I was pretty pissed when they brought Angela back. To be honest, I was pretty pissed that they had 3 icons come back this season. I'm not a big fan of when they bring icons back. I think they take away from the game too much. I'm not a fan. But Angela, I get why they brought her back. I don't know why people love her, but whatever. Who's Angela? Angela is basically the most unhinged person on Big Brother, like borderline crazy. She's very entertaining on that show because she gets really paranoid. She can't keep a secret, and she has a lot of emotional outbursts. So she's entertaining to watch, and it's always fun when she blows up her own game constantly. It's just she's an interesting person. Oh, we only have 1 dew juice. Yeah, she's what Big Brother is kind of all about. You either love her or you hate her, you know? But no matter what, she's always entertaining. And that's why they brought her back. She was on a season a couple years ago, and they brought her back this season because she was so, like, just so out there. And she's kind of doing the same thing this season too. So yeah, love her or hate her, she's entertaining. You're either gonna root for her to win or root for her to go home. There's no in between. You either love her or hate her. This is actually going really good. I can't believe we made it this far. We're gonna kind of be at the end of our rope here though, because I clicked that potion because we don't have any more dew juices, but these lines are messing us up too. But we do, you know, maybe next year, if there's any interest, since there does seem to be a lot of Big Brother fans here. Me and a couple of my coworkers, we do a game where we pick who we think's gonna get kind of like eliminate. We basically rank everybody and give them points based on how long we think they're gonna survive in the game, and then the winner, we just take the winner out to lunch. The winner gets a lunch. So, ayo, Strife again. Good night. Enjoy watching Big Brother. See everyone in the next one. Strife, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it, buddy. Yep. Good night. Have a good one. I think this is our last round. We don't have any dew juices to bring our guys back. Unless we can somehow survive through this. It's gonna depend if we get a nuke. They actually make a bracket like March Madness for the Big Brother people. Oh, that's cool. The way we do it is we do like a ranking system. So the person you think that's good, we basically give it like a week to the first eviction. And then after the first eviction, we do a ranking system. So whoever you think's going to win, you give 15 points. Whoever you think gets second gets 14 points. And then as people get eliminated, you know, you take them off. And so then we get a weekly score. So basically whoever has the highest score at the end of the season's the winner. Pretty fun. Shot for Strife next drinking stream? For sure. We could do that. I still got some... I'm actually almost out of my bottle of vodka. I got that big ass bottle of vodka from Costco. That's almost gone. But I still have... I think I still... No. I might have finished the Jaeger. I might have to go buy more Jaeger. Oh, let's buy this one. Oh, wait, let's buy Dew Juices. I forgot. Let's buy Dew. Oh, no. I can only buy items or Dew Juices. Let's buy Dew Juices. I don't think it's going to matter, though. I don't think it matters. Bro, I can't believe this is gonna make it to 126. Holy cow. I can't believe this made it to 126. This is basically my record. Well, ties my record. We're done here though. This is instant thing. Bro, is this item broken? Is this store damage item broken? These guys aren't dying. Was that low-key the best pick in the game? That was kind of low-key one of the best picks that we did this game. But dang, that was a good run. That bad credit. Which one's the bad credit? Where is that? Where are you, bad credit? Wielder's income gets stored and spread out over 4 seconds. Is a 50% chance to expel. These guys were staying along so long. How often do I stream? I try to stream Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I try to stream on those days. It's not always a guarantee because I work all day, so it depends how I'm feeling, if I'm caught up on recording. But I've been pretty consistent recently. I've been kind of keeping up with the Monday, Thursday, and then this Saturday is up in the air because there's UFC this Saturday. But yeah, Monday, Thursday, Saturday. And I usually don't post it on my channel till maybe a couple hours beforehand. So if I am gonna stream, you'll see something pop up on my channel like an hour or two before. Because what happens is basically today, you know, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I'm in work by 7. I get off at 3:30. I'm home by 4:15, and then I jump on stream at 5. So it depends. It depends how I'm feeling. But yeah, I've been doing a decent job of keeping it up. Man, what a run. That ties my record. I've never officially beat 126. Yeah, so right there, see? This random ass run tied my best run ever. That's crazy. We did it. We did it, chat. That was That was one of the best runs we've ever done on the channel. And it felt like such a bad run too, because we had a horrible start. We didn't even get all the relics. And we missed out on so many relics. It doesn't tell us which ones we didn't get, but we missed out on a bunch of relics. We were really squishy, but we still did it. Team effort. Yeah. I mean, who cares what the squad looks like? Just a bunch of misfit outcasts making it one of our best runs ever. So what we're going to do next is we'll try to move up to tier 3. I've only done tier 3 once. I've only actually, as you can see, I've only even ever attempted it once. But next time we'll try to do a random tier 3 run and see if we can start getting through tier 3. Tier 3 is going to be a lot tougher. The difficulty spikes up and the DPS spikes up a bunch too. So instead of right here, it's every 20 seconds they get stronger. Here it's going to be 10. Consumable, everything's going to cost more. Business dude takes 3 rounds longer to return. New enemies. But we'll try to do tier 3 next. Any suggestions for manager dude? I don't have any. I don't know. I'm as good as chat is. Chat makes me the player I am. I've barely, as you can see, I barely even run manager dude. I haven't even, what tier is this? I haven't even cleared with manager dude on tier 2 yet. So when the battle starts, manager dude chooses 4 non-manager dudes as interns. He copies and stores 15% of all damage they deal. I would assume a good DPS then. I would assume someone like Caveman. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Because he's going to copy and store. So basically, like, his theme is that he takes credit for your work, you know? So yeah, I would say a high DPS team. He's going to choose 4 non-manager dudes. So if you ran him with like a Caveman and maybe Cyborg, like put them on there, and then a couple other like 2 healers. I don't know. That's just my first thought right there would be that. Definitely a high DPS team though. Maybe a wizard. Because yeah, his whole theme is like I'm gonna take credit for your work. As a manager dude myself, I feel it. Yep, I feel it. I don't take credit. I try not. I don't take credit for my team's work, but man, my team does all the work now, and it's like, okay, good job, team. Awesome job. And then since I'm the supervisor of that team, you know, it makes me look good because I have good employees. But yeah, I feel it. All right, guys, that's going to be it. 7:15, perfect timing to get off. We can skip through all the commercials on Big Brother. But that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Strife, thank you for the donations. If you're still here, much appreciated. Like I said, I may or may not be back this Saturday. There's a UFC on. I might watch it. I might just record it. I'm not really sure. But keep an eye out for a notification or not. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all